Hey, what's up? This is Antonio Thompson from AntonioRThompson.com. I'm coming from my home office here in Brooklyn, New York. Are you new to network marketing, or maybe you've been in the profession for a while and maybe you think that's going to take you a long time or even years to get results, to walk across your stage, to have residual income, to finally, quit your job. And I'm here to tell you that it doesn't have to take you that long. In fact, if you follow my 5-step proven network marketing success formula, you can have success in as little as 30, 60, or 90 days, right? So what is the network marketing success formula, right? Very simply, it's a 5-step process that you must follow if you want to succeed. And step number 1, it starts with your vision and personal development plan, right? This industry, you may think the skills that you need to learn, the how-tos are a big chunk of the pie, but in reality, it's only like 10 or 20% of the game, right? If you want to have a breakthrough and have success in your business, it all starts with your vision and your personal development plan. Now, what does that mean, vision? Vision is basically, what do you want, right? Why, and it's not your why, right? People say you gotta have a why that makes you cry. That's great and all, but why is it not time to discredit whys that are great, but whys are going to get you moving or push you when times get tough, and they will get tough, right? Your vision is gonna pull you forward. What do you really want in life, right? What does your ideal life look like when you've reached your goals? Why do you want it? What's been asking yourself these questions? What's been holding you back from reaching your full potential? Right, we got to work on ourselves, right? That's the hardest and the biggest thing we must do in this industry is work on ourselves, right? So ask yourself these tough questions. And alongside that, if you're in an environment where, you have friends and family who are doubters, negative Nancy's and whining Willies and Debbie Doubters, you need to get yourself around people or communities that are going to lift you up. And a couple ways you can do that is constantly growing your mind by listening to podcasts, reading books, joining communities, meetup groups, Facebook groups, online communities where you can actually be around people who have the same mindset and who are going to support you and move you forward. Now, step number 2 is you have to be, along with vision, you need to have a goal, right? You need to have a specific goal of where you want to go, right? And you must write it down, right? I think the saying is, I can't remember it, but goals not written down are goals that are not going to be achieved, but something like that's the saying. But if you don't have a goal and you don't write it down, you're not going to achieve that goal. And make sure this goal is very specific, right? A lot of times, I'll come across people who will have, very vague goals. And that's why it's important to do the vision stuff, because let's say your goal is to make $10,000 a month. Well, great goal, but why do you want $10,000 a month? What would that money allow you to do in your life? What would that change for you? How would life be different if you were able to generate, additional $10,000 a month? Will you contribute to more charities? Will you be able to fire your boss? Will you be able to take a vacation, with your family? Will you be able to pay off a student loan, right? What would that money do for you? And write that down, because that's going to get you moving. That's going to get you motivated. Just having a goal, I want to make $10,000 a month, that's not really inspiring. Put some thought into it, just be very specific and write it down. Step number 3, create a timetable for when you are going to achieve this goal and how you're going to achieve this goal, right? A lot of times people have these lofty goals, $10,000 a month, but their timetable, their time frame is unrealistic. For example, let's say you had the $10,000 a month goal, but you said, I can only work 3 hours a week, and I want to reach this goal in the next 3 to 4 months. Unrealistic. It's possible, unrealistic though, right? You're gonna make $10,000 a month working only 3 hours a week, and you want to do that in the next 3 to 4 months. Unrealistic. Get more practical, get more real. Don't set small goals that they're easy to attain, but don't set too high of a goal that they're out of reach, right? So be very aware of your goals and that they're achievable, but not so lofty and so low that it's either out of reach or it's very easy to accomplish. The fourth step, and this is the biggest part of the network marketing success formula, is you have to outline your plan, right? What is the process that's going to take you to get there? It's important that you know exactly what you need to do in terms of numbers as well, right? So if your goal is to get to $10,000 a month, well, great. How many leads do you need to bring in on a daily basis? How many leads, do you need to generate in order to get a sale or a sign up, right? How many products or signups do you need to get in a week to be on track to your goal? How many signups or sales do you need to make a month to be on your goal? And so forth and so on. So you need to understand or know exactly what you need to track and what you need to do to reach your goals. And lastly, you got to track them, right? You got to track your actions and what you're doing, right? Because if you're not monitoring, what's happening in your business, you have no idea how things are going to play out. You're kind of just like doing activity just for the sake of doing activity. So when you outline the action steps of what you need to take and what your desired outcomes are, you got to track it on a daily basis and a weekly basis. Don't wait until the end of the year. You create this massive plan and it's sitting on your shelf, and then 12 months later you look at the plan and see how you did, right? A pilot doesn't just stay one course going from point A to point B, right? There's different adjustments made along the route, right? Maybe there's some chop up here, maybe there's some turbulence at 40,000 feet, so he brings it down to 35,000 feet, right? You need to make those adjustments in your business, and the only way to do that is by tracking. And lastly, one of the things that you must have, and it's a driving force in your business, it's leads, right? If you don't have leads, you don't have sales, period. And so I get asked very often, how do you generate leads online? And for quite some time in the beginning, I bought leads, right? I buy leads and I call the leads and they would like, who the heck are you? Why are you calling me, right? And it wasn't until I got, several hang-ups that I realized, well, I gotta learn how to generate my own leads. Gotta learn how to, do this in a way that people, when I call them, they're expecting my call. When I call them, they're not gonna hang up on the phone on me, right? And so when people ask me, how do I generate leads? My answer is always My Lead System Pro. It's a training and marketing platform that teaches you how to market yourself online and generate leads that know you, plain and simple. So when you pick up the phone, they know who you are because they saw you, they saw your video, they saw your blog post, they saw you on Facebook, right? They connected with you before they put their name and information into a form. So if you're open to it and want some help, if you want some assistance, definitely click the link in the description box below or on the screen, wherever it is. Grab your risk-free test drive. It's $9.97. Buy it now, and you will get to work with me over the next 30, 60, 90 days as we craft this blueprint and this plan for you to help you reach your goals in your business in a short amount of time. So definitely click the link on the screen, description box below, and grab your risk-free test drive, and I'll see you on the inside. Peace.